representative. My name is Lisa Monoson. I'm in the Jacksonville, Florida area, and I'm an independent Avon Sales Rep and an executive with the company for the past 13 years. I have a wonderful team. Our team is the Team Moneymakers, and today, I find that because I have so many reps throughout the United States, that it's great to come across in a video series. So I thought, why not open that training up to all representatives in the United States and throughout the world with some of the tips and ideas that I've learned over the years. So today is the first part of a video series that I'm starting, and the first video titled today is New Reps That Are Just Getting Started in the Business. I'm going to walk you through basic steps, and for some of you that are watching this, you may have already done these steps in this video, but there'll be a series to walk you through in case you've maybe signed up online and you have not yet talked to your upline person, or just feel like you just need that extra support. So this is what these videos are, and I do hope they're helpful to you. Getting started, and before I begin, I do want to welcome you to Avon, and if you're part of our Team Moneymakers, welcome to the Team Moneymakers. We're glad you're here. Hopefully you've already heard from us and you have been contacted for your 48-hour follow-up, and we're working closely with you. But if you needed the extra help, here's the videos for you. So when you're first getting started, you've had your appointment, and now you're like, okay, now what do I do? So when you get home from your appointment, I want you to get on your computer and I want you to go to youravon.com. This is step one. Once you're at youravon.com, right underneath the login area, there's going to be a Register Now button. Click on the Register Now button, and then look at the contract you filled out with your leader, the person that sponsored you into the business. And on there, you're going to have a account number and your district number. You need to use those along with the last four of your social security number to go ahead and get registered. Once you're registered, it is going to prompt you to do a new password. So every time you log in, make sure you have your new representative account number, because you'll need that with your new password. So I would suggest you write that down somewhere. So that's step one. Once you're in the system, you're going to get the welcome page from the youravon.com. That page is going to be broken down for you very simply. On the right hand side, you are going to see your upline leader's information, your district manager. You're also going to have your credit limit, as far as we'll get into another video with what credit limit means when we go to the money management video, but you're going to have the credit limit one there as well on the side. On the bottom, it's going to say Beauty of Knowledge Training. We're going to talk a little bit more about that as well in the next part, but this front page that you are receiving is going to keep you on task with each thing you need to do as a new rep. Step two, it's going to ask you to become an e-representative. The e-representative is wonderful because that gives you your free e-store so that you can sell online. It will prompt you for you to type in the end of the URL, so you may want to think about that before just choosing any type of code at the end. Reason being is if you join leadership later, the end of your URL at youravon.com, for example, mine is youravon.com/Lisa L. Monoson, okay? When I appoint people to my team, it's startavon.com, code L. Monoson. So when you start leadership and you do receive your first representative and you're ready to start appointing people outside the area, or would like to use your link, it's going to be startavon.com and then whatever the code you've chosen. So if you've chosen some long, URL information or with a lot of numbers and stuff, that can be confusing for people, and they could miss something. So I suggest picking something easy and pick the URL like we just discussed. You're still on your home screen at youravon.com. You have all these different tabs that are available to you. In regards to your web store, it tells you that you can import your address book and you can set up your website. You can get that all taken care of, but I highly, highly recommend, and this is an important tip, that you please speak with your upline or the person that started you in the business, and that you do not place any orders, that's for books, samples, anything, until you've just talked with them first. And also possibly not putting out your web store until you've spoken to your sponsor. Reason being is if an order goes through your site too soon, even if it's just for things that you want, like additional brochures or samples, that does count as your very first order. And as a new representative, you know you have the guidelines of first order, 40%, regardless of order size. Second order, 40%, as long as it's $50 or more. And third and fourth, same thing, as long as it's 50 or more, Avon gives you 40%. If you have a book order that goes through, samples, or even a web order, sometimes that tags you in the system as it being your very first Avon order. And, you know, I hate to see that happen to reps. So to avoid that, you may want to wait on advertising your web store until you've spoken to your upline sponsor and until you've made sure that you're in the proper campaign that you're starting in. So that's an important tip. Okay, step 2, as you're still on your login screen, again, all those actions are there for you to complete. But you received a great kit today when you met with the person that started you, or if you received a kit by mail, your kit has arrived. You've got some great brochures in there, 10 usually for each campaign that you are starting in. Sometimes leaders, if we have extra books, we'll give you extra books. But if you have the 10 for the campaign you're starting in and the 10 for the next campaign, you want to use these books very wisely. You want to go ahead and prepare them, make labels. If you do not have access to making labels, your name, phone number, email, your web URL can go on there, and put a tagline for right now, even though you don't have that link yet. Always put a tagline, join my Avon team for only $10, ask me how. It's important that you are not only looking for customers, that you may be looking for team members at the same time, and that small tagline is going to do a little advertising for you at the same time. Another tip is, once you do have your web store and you can start using it, once, like I said, you've spoken to your upline about it, on your label, you can go to qrstuff.com and you can take your URL from your web store and put that QR code right on your label, and that allows people to do it from their phones or whatever. So that's just another great tip for labels. Also, if you have an opportunity video, which I do make opportunity videos through MLM Pop, check the link at teammoneymakers.com or on Facebook if you're interested in one. I can give you a QR code for a opportunity video that's personalized, and that also can go on your brochures to help you recruit people with all your information. And that's step 2, preparing your brochures. Step 3, make sure those brochures, as you're putting them out, that you're getting names and phone numbers. Very important. Step 3, start those Beauty of Knowledge classes. We call them BOK classes. This is going to be on the bottom side of your startup page. It'll say Beauty of Knowledge courses. It's also going to be on the top tabs at youravon.com where it says training. Okay. Under the training tab, go to the Beauty of Knowledge courses. There's a new representative folder. In that new representative folder, take the first 5 classes. No need to start going crazy into all the classes. That may confuse you with you just starting. But please do take the first 5. It's about an hour and 20 minutes or so of your time to finish 5 classes. This is going to help greatly with your understanding of how to use youravon.com and other basic tips as you get started in your business. I'm finding that there's a lot of reps that are not taking these classes, and you know, they're calling their upline with a lot of questions, which, you know, I encourage questions. Questions are great, but it is part of your job as well as an independent sales rep to take those 5 classes and then to continue your training from there. And then your upline mentor and sponsor, we're here to answer questions when you get confused or need help or you don't understand something. We're here. We'll work with you. But please do your part as well, and do take those classes and try to get the answers on your own, because a lot of basic things are answered right in the Beauty of Knowledge classes. And you know, if you've never done this type of business before, it's really going to be helpful. Step 4, that was step 3. Step 4, you need to work further on the who do you know list that you did with your sponsor. Again, if you received a kit in the mail, this is something that is in your Believe book that you need to be working on. And when your upline sponsor speaks with you, that is going to be something we would like to discuss with you to see where you are on who do you know. The who do you know list is not just friends and family. We want you to think outside the box with this and think of places that you go as well, and who can also help share your books and who also might be in need of extra money. So really expand that list. And number 5 is goal setting. Okay, I have a link also that I'll give you for Team Money Makers on goal setting. that you can go to that'll give you some more information on that. But it's important that each campaign that you are setting not only a sales goal, but a personal goal of what you'd like to earn every 2 weeks. If we don't have goals set in the sand, you're going to just do well, whatever happens, happens type of campaign. And then guess what? 2 weeks is going to come and go very fast. And then you're going to be like, I didn't sell anything. So you have to have a plan. You have to know where you're going, and you have to set some goals so that you can work harder for it. Okay? And number 6, last but not least, you're going to be doing follow-ups for those brochures. So make sure your customers hold your paycheck. Very important that you're doing reminder calls, text reminders, whatever works best for you and your business to remind people that you're getting ready to place your order. You will find that by doing those, you're going to increase your sales greatly. Again, just to review these first 6 steps, very simple. Log into youravon.com and get that set up and register. Number 2, mark and label all your brochures and get ready to sell. I gave you the tips on what kind of labels they should look like. Number 3, start your Beauty of Knowledge classes and get those taken before you speak with your upline sponsor again. Number 4, work on your who do you know list. Number 5, always goal set every single campaign. And last but not least, basic steps for getting started, following up with your customer base that you are beginning to cultivate. They're looking for reliable Avon ladies that are going to come back. Your first steps as an Avon rep. So we've got a series of about 6 videos. Stay tuned. I hope this was helpful to anybody that's new that feels like they needed a little extra support. And I hope you're off to a great start. And again, welcome to Avon. We'll be talking real soon.